Welcome everybody. What a brilliant turnout for the launch of what is the first cross-party campaign to phase out the 11 plus for good.
I failed the 11 plus and I went on to get 3 A stars at A level and I'm now studying at Cambridge University.
I think schools should be engines of social mixing. If we look at the big challenges we have, we're struggling to see the humanity in people who may not look like us or come from our backgrounds. So schools have an amazing role to play in helping at an early age get people to mix together, understand each other. The alternative is you have silos.
Interestingly, you don't see much academic tracking and selection in many of the world's top performing education systems. And those countries actually have good reasons for limiting stratification.
Education should be a true level playing field. Instead, it's like a climb where some people are beginning halfway up the mountain face and others are at the bottom with no ropes. When are we going to change this and ensure there is true equality of opportunity? Let's certainly call time on the test. And I would say to my own party, let's recast comprehensive education for the 21st century. Let's be bold in saying time's up for the test. Thank you very much indeed, everybody.
When you are a failure of the 11 plus, I can only talk about my experience. My experience is that it is a nemesis on your shoulder here. And equally, on the other shoulder, I had a driver. And that driver was one that said, I will show you.
It's not simply a case of the grammar schools do well and the others suffer mentally. I think the grammar school system in today's highly pressurising academic society is a lose-lose situation. It benefits no one. For the 2/3 who fail the 11 plus, in a best case scenario, they get a sizable knock to their self-esteem but go on to be very successful, like Jackie. But in a worst case scenario, they're potentially disenfranchised from education and from society.
Parents do not choose to send their child to a grammar school. The school chooses which children get in and which children the school rejects. And for me, that is a fundamentally unconservative principle.
Oddly, I've got a book of 11 plus questions here, which I used for quizzes because I think they're quite funny. And when you look at them now, some of them are so ridiculous. You think people's whole lives were decided about whether they got these questions right or wrong at the age of 10. You know, I'll give you one. There were 9,975 spectators at a football match. 5% more than there were the previous week. How many attended the previous week? What's that got to do with anything, really? You know,
I had parents at welcoming evenings, and the first question they would say to me is, how do we get our child into grammar school in Bucks, which is just over the border? So children were being defined at 4 when we were wanting to say to them, you need to play with them, you need to teach them how to do their coat up. That's all we need you to do before, have a picnic in the park before you come in September.
My dad sat the 11 plus and he failed. And because of that, his life chances were minimal. And, just listening to that, it makes me sad because it could have been so much better. He failed, his life chances were diminished, and he didn't succeed in life. I stand here today as a proud example of what the comprehensive school system can deliver. If I can do it, and I can succeed in a comprehensive school, and it's one of the biggest technology projects in the world today, then a comprehensive system is absolutely the right thing for children of this country.
I found it very moving. Everybody's sharing. It's beautiful, and it's great work, and the video's great work. But we still have to do this work about injecting this race perspective. Even when you have poor black people passing the 11 plus, they become isolated. Coming back and being a member of the community becomes difficult because it's that race and class divide is there too.
sometimes I fail to put into words how much I abhor the 11 plus test. I've picked up Year 5 girls having mini nervous breakdowns in the corridor because their parents have put so much pressure on them. It goes beyond the "I'll buy you a bicycle if you pass." I actually had a family who told their son they would love him more if he passed the 11 plus. All our primaries are comprehensive. Don't know why all our secondaries can't be as well.
I think it's important that it's cross-party. I think it says a lot about how the issue can move forward as not a partisan issue, but an issue that can unite everyone from across the political spectrum and how they view how our education system should move forward.
I came here tonight knowing not very much, having failed the 11 plus myself, and I've learnt a whole lot, and I feel like I can talk to other people about it now and get their opinions, because it has affected a lot of people.
In 2022, to think we have something like 11 plus still in place, it's shocking. So we need campaigns like this to force it out.